Welcome to True Scams, a channel where we investigate fraud, scams, and revenge. We're going to look at some of the most insane scam stories from Reddit. I'll read how they happen, what to look for, and how to avoid them. Even if you think it'll never happen to you, it's still good to be aware. Let's get into our first story. I feel incredibly stupid for falling for this, but the manipulation was insane. I'm sharing this so nobody else falls for the same thing. I started dating a girl a few months ago. It didn't start with big financial demands, but she started asking for small amounts for her grandmother, groceries, etc. It created a dynamic where I was the provider. And then it escalated. She traveled to another city, supposedly to collect a severance payment, and I paid for her tickets. She sent photos of her arrival, so I thought it was legit. But then the nightmare started. She claimed she was pregnant. This ordeal lasted about 5 weeks. I told her I was applying for a bank loan to help, but the process took time. She claimed she got the abortion pills on credit and promised the seller that I would pay once my loan arrived. But the bank loan got delayed, and the pressure started. She invented a backstory. The person who gave her the pills on credit was connected to a dangerous criminal. She said that because the payment was late, this dangerous man was threatening us. Coincidentally, right after I paid for the abortion and still had some loan money left, she claimed that she broke her ankle and needed urgent surgery, and she didn't have any insurance. The procedure's cost was about $2,250. She knew I had liquidity, and she sent a generic photo of an injury. Pressured and exhausted from the previous threats, I transferred $1,000 directly to her personal bank account to save her leg. She never came back. She claimed she was robbed and her phone screen was smashed. She had a friend fix it on credit because she had no cash. And then the story went from a drama to a horror movie. She claimed that on this guy's phone, she accidentally saw a video of him hurting someone. She told me that because she saw too much, the guy was threatening to kill us. And she told me she'd given him my home address and her grandmother's address when she dropped off the phone. She demanded another $250 immediately to keep us alive. This story was so extreme that I confided in a coworker, and he helped me investigate. We found her hidden Instagram account. She wasn't injured in another city. She was posting stories traveling in Seoul and China. We contacted her mother, who worked for the same company. The mother confirmed she was traveling, and that same colleague revealed that his girl was known for this behavior. She'd previously tried to pin a fake pregnancy/child on one of his friends, and it was her modus operandi. I confronted her with the evidence. She denied everything. My coworker also messaged her, and she got aggressive, telling me to mind my own business. She even tried to gaslight us by saying we didn't understand why her mother said that, and tried to discredit her own mother to keep the lie alive. So I blocked her. A month later, I received a text from an unknown number saying, "Your days are numbered." I don't even know if she blocked me or just muted me. It doesn't matter anymore. The money is gone and I'm stuck paying monthly installments for a lie. I'm posting this to vent because I feel like an idiot, but hopefully my story saves somebody else's wallet. To answer recurring questions, yes, we met in person. We dated locally in my city before she traveled, and we had intimate physical relationship, which is why the pregnancy claim was even plausible to me. This was not an online-only relationship. Her mother also works at the same company as me, and I was scammed by somebody I physically knew, not a stranger on the internet. Guys, that's a sad one. Yeah, this is a classic romance scam. But it's even more different because usually we see these as an online only thing, where you're wiring money to a scammer, sending money to somebody you've never met before. So this goes even the extra distance of just somebody that you actually know, work together with. It's a shame. This next story, this one's from Basement Rob. A scammer tried to steal a new computer on delivery day. This was a wild experience and a new scam tactic I hadn't seen before. So I wanted to post here and see if this or something like it has happened to anybody. I ordered a new Apple computer a couple of weeks ago, It was being shipped from a factory in China through UPS, and I'd ordered it from the Apple website. Everything was pretty much normal other than a 1 week delay up until the delivery day. The day before delivery, the tracking said that it was at a local UPS department. It would be delivered the following day. The morning of delivery day, I checked the tracking again, and it said that at 5:30 a.m., the package was put on a delivery vehicle, but then at 6 a.m., the receiver had submitted a request to reschedule the delivery. I hadn't sent anything to them to reschedule the delivery, so I contacted them and asked why this request had been submitted. Customer service at UPS had no information for me as to why this had happened. But after a bit of a frustrating back and forth and transfers to and from the international department, I managed to get them to contact the delivery driver and tell him to still deliver the package. Then a request to reschedule the delivery was submitted again. And again, I went through the paces with the customer service to make sure the delivery was made that day. After this whole ordeal, the delivery driver dropped off the package and I signed for it. He made a comment on how it had been quite the ordeal, and I agreed. But I was thankful that I'd received the package at the end of all of it. I opened up the box and started getting the new computer set up when all of a sudden someone rang my doorbell. I opened the door and a random man who said he was an Uber Eats driver told me he needed to pick up a package that had recently been delivered. He was on the phone with someone who was telling him and me that the incorrect package had been delivered and they needed to take it back so that they can send me the correct item. I told him no, I received the correct item. But he kept insisting. And the Uber Eats driver and I started looking at each other, picking up that this was a scammer. He suggested I tell the man on the phone that I wouldn't return the package until he sent me the correct item, just to see if it would throw him off. The guy on the phone started stammering and eventually said, okay, and hung up. The Uber Eats driver canceled the pickup on his end, and I thanked him for helping out. I figured that would be the end of it. An hour later, I spotted another person coming up the driveway. This time I'd already seen him walking towards the front door. I opened the door and he said, I'm here to pick up a MacBook, to which I simply replied no, and he pretty much got the message and left. I'm assuming he was another Uber Eats driver. I haven't had anything else happen like this. It was crazy to slowly put all the pieces together throughout the day that someone was trying to intercept the delivery and went all the way to sending Uber Eats drivers to my house to try and take the package away. Has anyone else experienced this delivery scam before? I later learned that apparently Uber Eats does have the package pickup service. It seems like it could be a bit sketchy. It opens up avenues like this for scammers. All right, guys. Yeah, this is a crazy one. I've never heard of this happening before. I guess maybe if you're a scammer and you can time up this Uber Eats package delivery service, by timing that with package delivery, I guess you can intercept people's packages. So kind of like a new porch pirate thing with some extra complications thrown in there. That's pretty crazy. Have you experienced anything like this? Let us know in the comments below if anybody's experienced anything like this. We want to know. And here's another story. So, living with a scam, my husband's romance scam from the inside. My husband Alan has been in a romance scam for months. I'm still living with him while it unfolds. I'm not here for advice on how to confront him. I've done enough research to know that doesn't work. I'm here to document what this actually looks like from the inside, in real time, because I couldn't find many accounts like this when I needed them. If you're in something similar, or you've been through it, or you just want to understand how these operations work on real people, I'll be posting the story. It starts with a dating app, and it ends somewhere I can't see yet. Kylie is an American Marine stationed in Poland. She has a 4-year-old daughter in boarding school back in America. Her ex-husband froze their joint account that has almost $600,000 in it. She needs the money because of the frozen account she has with her ex-husband. The money orders were sent to Indonesia. They've been together approximately 4 months, and he's never seen her face on video, never spoken on the phone, and he's completely convinced that she's real. I'm his wife of 35 years. I'm not falling apart. I'm not begging him to come back. I'm not confronting him. I'm not issuing ultimatums. I've separated our finances. I've made a report to the bank, and I'm watching this unfold with the clarity of someone who's accepted what's happening. It still sucks. Alan didn't go through looking for a scam. He went looking for something that he felt he lost. He was on a dating app. Within days, Kylie suggested they move to WhatsApp. No more app oversight, no more paper trail, just two people in a private line. This was move number one in the romance scam playbook. In early December, I told Alan I wanted to work on our marriage, and he agreed. He told our daughter the same, that he knew Kylie was a scam and that he and I were going to try. I went to bed thinking we had a chance, but by the next morning, everything had changed. He messaged our daughter to say it wasn't a scam after all, and he told me there were too many memories for us to work on the marriage. Something happened in those hours, and I'll never know exactly what Kylie said to him that night, but she got him back. This is what professional operations do. They watch for moments of doubt, they have a script for it, and it works. Let's talk about money. The first withdrawal from our joint account, Alan said it was for a part for our tractor. Plausible, we do have a tractor, and the part could cost that much. Except it was a money order, and it went to Indonesia. The second money order, he didn't even try to explain. The money just disappeared from our joint account, and then it disappeared again. Bounced through, origin unknown, destination unknown. Alan said he was doing a favor for a friend. I separated our finances that week. Alan said nothing. Let me tell you how I believe Kylie convinced Alan that she was real. Her profile picture returned nothing on reverse image search. Alan took that as proof. She provided her social security number and a personal bank account, and both matched her name. Alan verified them himself. What he doesn't know is that professional operations have answers for every question that a person could ask. They have fake socials, they have accounts set up in stolen names, profile pictures that have never appeared online before. They can build a person from scratch, complete with the receipts. Alan is one of the most intelligent people I know, and that's not a throw line. It matters. Because if something can happen to him, it could happen to anyone. I don't have access to her photo, and I don't see their messaging. I'm completely in the dark as to what's happening. The only intel I get is from what he tells our daughter. He was supposed to travel to America in early February and bring her back to Australia to live. Obviously, that time has passed. He told me that he and Kylie planned on letting me stay living in my house, and they would keep it as a joint asset. Lucky me, being allowed to remain in the house that I co-own. Sadly, she tried to get discharged in time for Christmas, but it was denied. So since then, she's been appealing over and over again, and the military keeps denying it, so she'll keep trying. There's so much more to tell about this story. Everyone who hears it immediately flags it as a scam, but he denies that it is. Stay safe out there. Yeah, this is a really interesting view here, kind of an insider's eye to the romance scam. And one thing that sticks out to me is with the fake social, the fake accounts, these are things that these scammers can get. But also, it's not enough to check profile pictures online anymore. They said here that they did a reverse image search, nothing came up. But these scammers, they can use AI, they can generate fake profile. They can even do some videos and voice with these techniques. So this is really good to see kind of the other side of the story, what's going on behind the scenes. Because you make yourself susceptible whenever you think, oh, I'm too smart, this could never happen to me. You kind of make yourself a target like that. For all of us, none of us are too smart to stay out of a scam. So what do you think about these stories? What's your input? Let us know in the comments. Has anybody ever experienced anything like this, or you have a friend that went through something like this? Let us know in the comments below, and stay safe out there.